Today we're working on building stronger bones. This is especially important during perimenopause and postmenopause when bone density naturally declines. This is a strength-based workout that uses intentional, grounded movements like stomping and loading through the limbs to stimulate bone growth without actually jumping. I'm Kirsty from Strength and Bloom Fitness, and today is all about feeling powerful, strong, and supported from the ground up. So let's grab those weights and get to it. Before we get going today, I just wanted to make a quick note about footwear. If you feel comfortable, going barefoot or shoes with minimal cushioning is really going to help to maximize the impact through your bones with today's session. But if you're more comfortable to wear trainers, just like I'm doing with this workout, then pop them on and let's get started. All right, you're set? You got your shoes sorted out? Let's go. Let's start with a torso twist and a knee raise for our first warm-up exercise. So twisting over your bent knee, bringing up that knee so that we've got a nice high heel left. And all we're doing here is just putting the foot back onto the ground, nice and naturally, no stomping to start with in this workout today. And I'm just gonna guide you through when we do start to do some stomps, exactly what that is, and then you can add less or more impact depending on how you feel. Well done. Okay, we're gonna do a little march here, march, and then we're just gonna start to put that foot down with a little more force. So up and put that foot down with a little more force. What I want you to do here is channel an angry 2-year-old, okay? You know how they really get really annoyed and they stamp that little foot. That's all I want you to do here, is just bring it up and push it down into the ground. Your inner petulant child is coming out in this workout today, and good job. Well done. Keep it going. So bring up that knee, stamp it down, not overly hard. Brilliant, well done. Final little warm-up exercise here. Hinge at the hips. So hinge at the hips, slight bend in the knee, and you're gonna sweep forwards with the arms, then you're gonna come back up and you're gonna stamp, stamp. Hinge forwards, sweep with the arms, come up, stamp, stamp. And now you're actually gonna start to stamp those feet into the ground. Good. Up, stamp, stamp. Well done. Let's finish this one off and take a rest. Okay, so now you're feeling a little bit warm. Let's get into the main session. I'm gonna be using a variety of body weight and stomping exercises, but also I'm gonna be using a lighter set of dumbbells and also my medium set of dumbbells today. So if you've got those ready, let's get to it. I've gone straight in with my medium dumbbells. I know that my biceps are gonna be absolutely fine for this one. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing a heel tap as I curl up for that bicep curl. So curl and tap, curl and tap. And I'm just dropping that heel down into the floor. There's not a huge amount of impact here as that heel drives into the floor, but there is something, okay? There's something more than nothing here as we get into this workout today. Well done. Nice. Keep it going. Brilliant work. Almost there. And finish the one you're on. Well done. Let's pick up a lighter set of weights. We're going to do a front raise here. So lighter weights are needed for this one, especially as we're going to bring them up to our ears as well. So overhand grasp. I've got my fingernails facing my legs here. I'm going to come up, bring them to about shoulder height, into the ears, out and down. Bringing those weights up, in, all the way out and down. Good. Not overly arching the back and not pushing the chin out. No chicken necks. Well done. Up, in, slow and controlled. Well done. Good. Amazing work. Brilliant. Almost there. And finish the one you're on. Well done. We're going to do a lateral movement with a double stomp here. So lateral tap. So we're gonna come out to the side, stamp, stamp, back in, over to the other side, stamp. Second stamp is bigger, okay? So out, small stamp, big stamp, back in. You ready? Out, big stamp, back in, out, big stamp, back in. Good, so these stomps are all about loading up through the bones without jumping. So they're much safer on your joints than if you were to be doing jumping where you're leaving the ground, but still really effective for building that bone density, okay? Especially if you're feeling underconfident or you're just not a jumper. And take a break there, well done. Last exercise before we go back round again, and we're gonna do a squat to an overhead press. So I'm gonna take my medium weight here again, something that you feel comfortable with, lifting overhead as we come up from our squat. So sitting down into the squat, firing up and resetting. Let's give this a go. Good. Down, up, reset. Yes. Brilliant. Push those weights up. Amazing work. So we've got some real functional moves in here today. And if you're feeling a little underconfident with these, you think, I'm not a jumper, I'm a low impact exerciser, I don't normally do anything like this. Just work to your level. You can put as much force into your stomp as you want to. And if you're wearing trainers, your trainers are going to be taking some of that impact anyway. Take a rest. Well done. We're going to go back round to the beginning. We're going to do that bicep curl again with those heel taps. Okay? If you'd prefer to do this without weights and just work on those heel taps, feel free. Use a weight that feels challenging. Let's go. Remember, if you are using a weight, then you're going to have to slow that down. Okay? We're not going to be rushing through it if we're using a weight, because we want to keep some time under tension through those muscles. We want to honor those weights, but if you're working weight free, you can go rapid, okay, as long as you've got that good form. Keep that tummy nice and tight. Well done. Brilliant work. Such dedication to this program if you are still here on the first day in the second week. Fantastic. Okay, so this week is going to be a really good one. This program is a little more intense than some of my longer ones because we're only here for a shorter amount of time. So it's a really good focused amount of time that you can work for. Are you ready? Let's go. Up, in, out, and down. And I told my members, I'm recording this pretty much as I'm releasing them. So I'm only really a couple of days ahead when I'm recording these than when you're actually doing them, which is not my usual way of doing it, but needs must. And I'm actually really quite enjoying it because it means that the sessions are dropping and I'm able to respond in real time to your feedback for the next session. So you're helping to shape these sessions as I am making them, which is really, really nice. Take a little break there, well done. Okay, we're gonna go for a lateral stomp. Remember that first stomp is lighter, the second one is heavier if you can. If you can't, don't worry, you do you. It's all absolutely fine, there is no pressure. Are you ready? Let's go. Out and stamp, back in. Out, stamp, back in. Good. If you don't want to do the stomping, if it doesn't feel right, then you're just gonna step, okay? Just step out, that's fine. It doesn't mean that you can't do this workout. This workout is absolutely for you, okay? And when you're feeling more confident, then just add a stamp here or there. Good. Amazing. Finish the one you're on. Brilliant work. Okay. Finally, let's get back to that squat with the overhead press before we move on to our next section. Okay, so get those weights racked up to the shoulders, ready to sit into that squat. Let's do this. Sit and push, nice and confident. Well done. Brilliant. Fantastic work. So we've got movement in all planes of movement today, forwards, backwards, sideways, and rotation. Really important to use your body in every single direction. Multi-directional movement is absolutely key to healthy aging. Okay, brilliant. Keep it going. Yes. Last one. And take a rest. Fantastic. Okay, body weight only for this next exercise, and we're going to do a forwards stomp with a twist. So what you're going to do here is you're going to stamp forwards, twist over that bent knee, and come back up to standing. Are you ready? Let's go. Stamp, twist, and up. Stamp, twist, and up. Now, if you don't want to stamp, you're just going to step forwards, okay? You're just going to step. And we're switching sides each time, so we're doing alternate sides. But if you can stamp, then that's what you need to do. Good. Just really helping to stimulate that bone growth by adding that force. Good. In a way that feels safe, but also really purposeful. Okay, fantastic. Brilliant, you are on fire today. Next thing we're gonna do is a lovely little bent over row. So your weight choice is up to you on this one. As heavy as you like, really, with good form. Reverse grip, so I'm gonna start with my palms facing out, hinge the hips back, little bend into the knee, back nice and straight. Let's row up to the chest and back down. Keep those shoulder blades pulled nice and tight together on the row. Neck nice and neutral, so I'm not looking up. I'm also not looking down. Okay, so I'm just looking straight. Row it up. You got this. Love doing this workout. Love doing this exercise. This exercise is so great in so many ways, but I particularly love it for a forearm, okay? Not enough exercises that work into the forearm. This one is so good. And take a rest. Fantastic work. Okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna just do those two exercises again. I don't wanna end up confusing you too much, so we're just gonna go back and we're gonna do that forward stomp with the twist, okay? You know what you're doing. If you're doing the step instead, you ready? Let's go. Stamp, over, up. Stamp, over, up. Now, if you're not sure where you should be stamping on your foot, should it be the heel? Should it be the toes? What should it be? Try and get that whole foot down at the same time. The whole foot, okay? Failing that, get that heel down. Okay, I want to see that whole heel down because you're going to be loading up through the femur and into the pelvis. Okay, so the most important bones to be working into here. Take a rest, femur being the biggest bone in your body, the hips being really weight bearing. Okay, let's get those strong. Let's focus there. Let's get ourselves ready for this lovely bent over row. Hips come back, a little bend in the knee, weights come down, squeeze and row. Nice and controlled. Again, not speeding through. Okay, nice and slow. Brilliant work. Fantastic. Keep it going. Yes. Hold on tight into those bum muscles. Grip into your bottom. Don't just sort of be holding that position. You want to actively engage those muscles. You've heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again. Actively engage. Get every single last drop of strength from each movement. Take a rest. Well done. Okay, we are going to incorporate reverse movement, balance, coordination, and forwards movement with a stomp into this next exercise. And if that feels a lot, don't worry. It's not that much. We're gonna step back. We're gonna come up and hold, and then we're gonna stomp forwards, then reset, okay? Step back, up, hold, stomp forwards, reset. We're just working on one side here. Stomp forwards, reset. Up. Now, you do not have to go all the way back for a reverse lunge. You know that by now, right? You already know that. I'm gonna say you can tap back here, raise and stomp, or you can go halfway here, whatever works for you, okay? It might not work for someone else, but if it works for you, then that's the most important thing. Take a rest, we're gonna switch sides. So that's what's most important here, making sure that you're working to your level, making sure it feels challenging but achievable, okay? Let's get ourselves ready, we're gonna work backwards, 2, 1, let's go. So back, raise and hold, stamp, reset, back, raise and hold, stamp, reset, good. Well done. So you've got your balance here, you've got your coordination, unilateral movement on one side, so really good at addressing any kind of imbalances that you may have. Okay, there's everything here. It's all here for you. And you've got the additional bone loading stomp. Take a rest should you choose to take that on, okay? We're gonna come back to that because I don't wanna just do back to back to back to back. It's a bit boring, isn't it? So let's do some butt kick stamp, butt kick stamp. Now, okay, I'm gonna do this movement. I want you to guess what you think my internal thoughts are about what this movement looks like, okay? What do you think this looks like? I'm not even gonna say it. Stamp, kick and stamp, kick and stamp. I want you to let me know in the comments what's going on in my head. What do you think I look like? Nobody say elephant, by the way, because it's not that. Good. You do not have to stomp if you don't want to stomp. You feeling this in the legs? I hope so. It's really good, this one. It's really effective. 2, 1, brilliant. Okay, we're gonna go back to that reverse lunge with the balance and the forwards, and then we'll switch sides, and then we'll do that one more time, and then we will do our finisher. Okay, spoiler, there's no press-ups, there's no mountain climbers, nothing like that. Okay, so you're gonna really enjoy this one. Up, stomp, reset, back, up, stomp, reset. Make sure that a small furry creature, child, or set of weights haven't managed to sneak themselves into your workspace and are gonna try and cause you to fall over, okay? Make sure that your workspace is clear as you're doing an exercise that requires a fair amount of space. Good. You've got this now. You're doing so well. Take your rest, well done. We're gonna switch sides. We're gonna switch sides. All this stomping, it's so good, isn't it? It's really getting my heart rate up. I'm feeling very, very warm right now. It might be something to do with the sun is actually out, shining outside. Let's go, which is rare here in the UK. Good job. If you can't manage the arms, if you don't know what you're doing with the arms, honestly, don't worry about it. That's the last thing that you need to worry about right now. If you are really on top of this movement though, and you would like to figure out what on earth to do with your arms, I always like to start with the bent elbow and the bent knee opposite, and that's how I know I'm in the right place. And then you just sort of alternate the arms. Okay, so just do it as, take a rest, you feel on that one. And if you can manage to do the arms, the legs, the balance, the coordination, the backwards, the forwards, the stomp. Gold star to you. You deserve it, because it's not easy to get it all in. I promise you, it's not easy, you know that, right? Let's do these butt kickers. Let's go. Let's do this. Good. Now, whether or not you are wearing shoes, or maybe you're wearing a less supportive shoe, you can wear something that is sort of between a trainer and a bare foot, as long as it's comfortable to wear and you feel safe in that. That is all good, okay? I'm wearing my trainers because I don't want to slip on my mat whilst I'm recording. If I was to do this workout on my own time, I would do it without my shoes on. Take a rest, okay? So that's just for you. That's just a little bit of info on why I'm wearing the trainers, because some of you may ask. Let's do the 4 stomps, the squat and the overhead reach. We haven't done this yet. So watching in, 1, 2, 3, 4, sit, up, go again. 3, 4, sit, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, sit, up, good. Down, push. It's a bit like a dance routine, isn't it? It's that dancing emoji. Push, good. Down, up. Brilliant. Finish the work pattern, and we've got one more of those to go before we do our cool down. Ooh, I need that cool down today. There's a lot going on. The brain is really getting amongst this workout today. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, sit and reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, sit and reach. Again, with everything, don't just go through the movements. Just sort of going here and then a bit of here. Come on, really. This is the last less than 20 seconds now. You've got this. Down, push, yes. You got it. Down, up. I'm gonna do one more for luck, just until that timer runs out. Take a rest. Fantastic. Okay, we are gonna get into our cool down. It's just a really nice, easy one today, okay? Because we haven't done anything too crazy, okay? Maybe you would beg to differ, but I'm gonna go nice and wide on the feet, and I'm gonna push my bottom back, and I'm just gonna lean into this lateral lunge. I'm gonna feel that stretch down the inner thigh, and I'm gonna come over. So today's session, we've been loading the bones as well as the muscles. We've been holding on to those weights to add some weight-bearing exercise into our routine today, but we've also been using that stomp just to help really spur on that bone growth, okay? If you chose not to do the stomping, it does not mean that that workout was not effective for you, okay? Putting your foot back down on the ground at any point is gonna use some sort of force through your body. Just if you can increase that slightly, that's just gonna help you out even more. Otherwise, if it's a complete no-go for you, that's totally fine, take a rest, okay? What fits for one person isn't gonna fit for everybody. That is the beauty of these workouts. They're adaptable, you can change them. There is never any judgment, okay, here. There is never any of that here at all. Let's finally do a forward fold. As we're coming down, we're gonna lift up one heel and the other, and we're just gonna pedal up onto your toes as we're down here. And you can be as far down as you like with this forwards fold here today. Good job. Rising back up. One more of these to go. Let's do it. Breathe yourself down, get yourself into position, and let's do this. Good. Amazing work. Just pedal those heels up and down. And rolling back up. Take your time, take your final rest of the day. Thank you so much for joining me today. Tomorrow is our metabolic burn, okay? So we've got strength, we've got cardio, we've got everything in there, tomorrow's session, because by day 9, you really have earned the right, if you're still here, you've earned the right to burn some serious calories tomorrow. So hope you're ready for that. Hope you are rested and ready and raring to go for tomorrow's session, and that you enjoyed today's. Please do not forget to like, comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you would like to support the channel more directly, you can become a member. Let's say you've done 2 or 3 or 4 of my series and you're really, really enjoying it and you think, well, I just don't know what to do next. You can become a member. There is an entire archive of videos that you haven't even yet seen. So, you know, consider that as a very, very reasonable option for supporting the channel more directly. You can click join and have a little look at all of the different things that you can get on those tiers of support. Otherwise, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Day number 9, metabolic burn. Add that to your diary. I'm going to see you then. Take care. Lots of love. Well done. Bye.